Hello, everybody. This is Eliz-sha Keating from wisdomseers.net, and it is January 29th, but it is for the week of the 31st to the 6th that we're doing this for. And let me see. The first card I pulled was an interesting one. It was joy and stability. And that would be really nice. So let's see what it means. So the first card I got is Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is all about putting in the effort and reaping the rewards. And we have been putting in a lot of effort for the last, long time. And we are probably ready to reap the rewards. The card that covers it is Judgment. It's the major arcana. It is a card of seeing clearly, coming into the light, being aware of the truth. And it may not be a truth that we like, but it is a truth. And truth does set us free. What's behind us? Family. And this is the Ten of Pentacles. It's family. Family that will support us. It's family that goes back generational. It's family that's here now. And it means that we have a lot of energy behind us that is supporting us in what we do. And what's below us? And this is the Nine of Wands. And what's below us is we've been protecting our energy. We've been protecting that which belongs to us for a while now. And we are in the process of protecting what it belongs to us. Interesting cards. I haven't looked at them. Is the Empress. And the Empress is abundance. And this is directly in front of us, like 5 minutes from now, tomorrow, Sunday. It is the Empress is the energy of abundance, but it's abundance in all forms. And when the Empress is involved, the Emperor becomes more malleable, more bendy. Okay? And so there's something very positive coming, but it's the abundance in all forms. It's not just monetary. This is physical health. Nice clothes, good food, etc. Something is shifting for us. And I'm going to read this on top of the Empress. And it's the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is maturity. A joy, and maturity in that we are bringing in joy and happiness. All right. But it's not new. It's something that's been there for a while. We may not have noticed it, but it's there for us this week. And so what's in front of us for the week is the Nine of Pentacles, which is almost the identical card for putting in the effort, reaping the rewards. It's a stopover card. It's a rest card. But it is a card where you put in the effort, you do reap the rewards. And I'm going to read this at the same time because it's almost the same card. It's Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is you're being acknowledged for the effort you put into something. Both of these cards are money cards. So money, there's something happening big time for money this week, the week of the 31st to the 6th. Huge, I would say. What supports us in this effort and what supports us? It's kind of interesting. The first card that supports us is the Tower, and it's falling. It's breaking apart. Something, a belief system, an idea, something that is not necessarily truthful is falling apart, and it's going to give us fresh, new energy. And that might be why we're receiving such wonderful cards of abundance and things like that, because with the old system is falling apart, the new system coming in, usually as a general rule, hasn't had time to form pathways and people can become abundant. To do this, you have to go forward, encourage, knowing that you're going to reach your destination. You know that, but you have to do it in balance, but you have to do it blindly, not knowing for exactly how or why, just knowing the results. And this is Two of Swords. So I get two major arcanas. And one is the Moon card. The Moon card has two answers for you. One is if you haven't delved into your subconscious and faced your inner demons, the subconscious is going to bring up that which you're not used to, what you're not sure of, what you're uncomfortable with. That would be the Tower energy. If you worked with your subconscious and delved into your subconscious, then it means for you that your more knowledge is coming your way, and you are becoming wiser and more integrated into the energies. For those who haven't, it all depends on whether you accept gracefully what is being presented to you or not. So there's two energies. They're very close together. One is where you say, okay, yeah, I know how to deal with this. It just makes me wiser. The other one is it's going to hurt a little bit, and that would be the Tower energy. But the Chariot comes behind, and for either of us, those who are open and already knowing, or those who are still opening and learning, it is a time to try and remain in balance as much as possible. And it is a time to continue along the same general pathways you've been following. But it's balance is the main one here, because we have been getting, we had this one already with balance, and no other ones with balance. But that was reiterated twice, the same as money has been reiterated twice, 3 times, 4 times. So something that's happening is extremely important. And this card, the Three of Wands, is a business card, but is a person who's choosing to take on the responsibility of who they are, of their life, and not blaming others for their decisions. And because they're doing that, and it's a very good card, it's Three of Wands, they are on the road to creating more monetary stability. And when I say monetary stability, I want to change that to physical stability, because it might be that money systems crash, and we are not in a monetary system. But that doesn't mean the banks are going to foreclose on everything, because maybe the banks have crashed and there's nothing to foreclose. So we are left in, and that's just an idea. That's not a, I don't intuit that. It's an example. But regardless of what happens, we're going to be in more of a monetary situation where we feel safe. Okay. And I'm not going to read more on that one, because the cards seem to be saying the same things. So basically this week, it's a joy and stability. And the cards have said the same thing. It's a joy and stability week. It also says the last card is dreams coming true. So this is a auspicious week. I sincerely hope it's correct, because it seems to me that a lot of emotional stress could be taken off of our backs if things settled in and we became less reliant on money and more reliant on ourselves. If that makes sense. I understand what I'm saying, but people who've been brought up thinking money is what we need would not understand that we don't necessarily need money to live a good life. We need cooperation, we need caring, we need communication, but we don't necessarily need that piece of paper that says I'm $1, or that piece of paper that says I'm $10, or that bank account that says you have $500 in the bank account, or $1,500 or something like that. Those are learned wants, but a basic want is the need to eat, the need to sleep, the need to drink. So those are their primaries, and money is a secondary reinforcer. So we can get along without the secondary reinforcers. We cannot get along without the primary reinforcers. And so if we can live in the present moment, everything will be provided for us. And then I guess there's a quality. How you think is what you're going to attract. Unfortunately, if we're not trained to think properly, that we are worthwhile, it makes it a little harder. And with that, I think I'm going to stop, because I did go on blathering for a bit. So, hello, Elle.
Hi. Aaron Lewis starts us off with an $8 super chat.
Thank you, Aaron.
Asking, Eliz-sha, my roommate / friend accidentally set fire to the house. Caused some damage, not big, but it's there, and he attempted suicide. Any insight, please? I don't know what to do. He hasn't been a responsible roommate, and I would like him to move out. Long story, but I'm not sure how to handle it.
I do not feel you're right. This is not your responsibility. And you cannot help him, unfortunately. It would be nice if you could. And I think you can't. What he needs, or your roommate needs, pardon me, is he needs to go into a place where he's looked after for a few weeks, a weekend or a few weeks, to get his feet under him. He needs somebody else to make his decisions for him, to tell him what to wear in the morning, when to get up in the morning. He needs absolutely zero responsibility for a short time, not a long time, just enough for his mind to relax and let go of the sense of impending doom. And he knows that he should be moving out. He knows that it's unfair to you. He doesn't have the mental or emotional wherewithal to choose to make that decision right now. If he has family that can, then I would recommend you talk to them and explain that it's upsetting you causing you emotional damage, and it's causing your animals emotional damage. And everybody who knows you knows your animals are extremely important. And unfortunately, you have neither the legal nor the moral right to find a place for him to go. You could talk to a doctor, his doctor, but they're not going to talk back. All you can do is say, "This is what I'm observing," and 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 maybe they will take matters into their own hands. Maybe they won't.
What if she feels threatened by this person? I mean, he did set fire to her house.
Yeah, that's a big thing. I
I
just think she wants to do it without causing a lot more stress and
I realize
exhaustion.
that. I'm just thinking it might be the quickest way for him to get the help he needs.
That's true. It could be. You should look into the legal ramifications. If you could phone a police station and talk to somebody who actually knows what they're talking about, would have to be a detective, or phone a mental health worker and ask what your legal rights are. It might be that you have the right to ask this person to be placed in some place where they cannot harm you or themselves. So part of what you're asking, I am guessing, is what the future holds.
We only have an hour.
Yeah, I know, but this is an important one, sweetheart. I'm sorry.
No, I know that. I'm just saying we have lots of people as well.
I don't see it. I don't see him changing quickly without that emotional support that he needs. So unfortunately, this will fall on your shoulders to help him move out of your house. If he can move out of your house, then he will be forced into a position where he needs to seek help for himself. You might have to bite the bullet and just say, hey, you can no longer stay here. And I really wish I could give you different news. This person will not get better until forced to get better. And that means rock bottom. Okay. I'm sorry, Elle.
No, I'm just saying we have a lot of people and we've been extending our time.
I will have to leave a little early. I do have a
reading.
Well, I have that, and I have another appointment. I have an appointment as well.
So, Eliz-sha says, hello, ladies.
Hi.
Lily Dula says, hello, ladies. How are you feeling today?
I'm good.
Eliz-sha asks, hello, ladies. What messages do my guides have for me to know for the next month?
For the next month. So they're showing me, dig your feet in, and this is the only example I can give you. And I'm not sure where you live, but in Canada, when people get stuck in the snow, other people get behind their car and they push and they dig their heels in so they can't slide, and they push. All right. So this is what it is, what they're showing me. Dig your heels in and just push on through. Okay, good luck with that.
Spirit Feather says, hey, Eliz-sha and Elle, how are you both today? How are the dog puppers?
Well, so far they're good, I think.
No one's throwing up yet.
And nobody's, it hasn't for a couple of weeks now.
Susan Hunt asks, hello, ladies. Will John get in touch with me soon?
I don't think John has any, I I don't think John is in any rush to get in touch with you. The maximum will be 3 weeks, I believe.
Mimi asks, what does Dario think of me?
If I were you, I'd shut that door and keep on walking. I don't think he has a very clear view of you, and what he does see is not something that you want to deal with.
Camille Harrison says
Hey,
hello.
Camille.
Joe Firmino asks hello for you both. Any messages from my guides towards my online business?
So this one too is Joel. Sorry. It's just hunker down, keep on pushing through. It's going to take a little while, but it will eventually work up for you. You will wake up. Your business will wake up, and it will. But right now, it's at the beginning stage where you're just pushing and fine tuning and making things work, and finding new ways of doing it, advertising or something like that, getting your name out there. Just keep on doing it. Okay.
Spirit Feather asks, last night I had really intense dreams of rainbow energy and a voice saying something profound is around the corner. I was wondering if you could pick up anything about this, please, and thank you.
I think you already know. You know you're going through a dramatic shift, and that does throw your energy off. When you're in limbo, when you've got one foot in the old energy and you're not quite sure where the next step is, and it's not quite in the new energy, but it's sort of in the new energy. The energy is thrown off, and you are probably at that stage. The fact that they give you the dream is to keep you from panicking and keep you from going, oh my God, I've lost everything. You haven't. You're going to be fine. You're going to do really well. But you do have to be patient, and you do have to trust yourself. Trust yourself that all is in good order, and hold on to the dream. The dream is obviously meant to support you through, and being in limbo is the most gosh awful place to be as an energy human being, a person who's aware of energy. It feels like you're walking in a fog. You can't see where to put your next step. It's like being in limbo. Know that it's only that length of time. It just feels like forever. So breathe deep, eat good food, drink good liquids, and enjoy your downtime, because when you get to the other side, you're going to be busy.
Esther Wardwa, asks, hello, may I please get a spirit message for my career? Thank you always.
And this seems to be the week that things are right at this moment. It's almost like you're waiting for the next step to happen. And it's not that you're not ready, it's that other situations around you are not quite ready. And when it will be, when the energy shifts around you, then you're ready to just jump in and go. There does appear to be, and I like to call it a promotion, but more responsibility. And with that more responsibility, I feel that you're happy. So it probably has also it probably has also a monetary event to go with it. Okay.
Earth Angel asks, how do my classmates think of me?
Earth Angel?
Yeah. What do my classmate/professor thinks of me?
Well, let's start with your professor. I think the lot might be too many to go through. A little nonplussed about you, honestly. Doesn't exactly understand where you're coming from at times. It's not like he goes, well, that's really dumb. It's like, I don't quite catch where she's coming from, or the angel is coming from. And he sort of scratches his head a little bit. It might behoove you to try to figure out different language to explain your concepts. I think you're not getting the full value of the English language out and not utilizing it sufficiently to explain what you're thinking. And that's the biggest thing I get is communication. Your communication style, there's not enough of communication. You expect people to understand, and you only give part of the information. And I suspect you're probably very telepathic. You can't do that. You can't treat people like they're telepathic. You have to treat them like they're human, because they are human. So maybe pick up a dictionary and learn a word a day on how to use it, and expand your vocabulary so that you can communicate your ideas and belief systems to other people. They think you're smart enough. I think your communications just need a little oiling. Okay.
Jagged Leaf Medicinals asks, hey ladies, just wanted to thank you for everything that you do. I'm feeling pretty lost right now with all of that has been going on, and just trying to focus on creating my own business, needing guidance.
Okay. And the first thing I got was step back. And it's not that I don't want you to stop doing what you're doing, but step back and contemplate, because you're trying to put yourself in the old mold, and you're trying to redo or rebuild what was. Step back and look outside of what you've done, and maybe change your focus a little bit. Not a great deal, maybe 20, 30 degrees. And don't try to rebuild what was. Try to rebuild what will be. Okay? Good luck on that. And if you can change your focus, things will slide into view, slide together much easier.
Maria Herrera asks, hello, any messages from my guides? Thank you.
Hi, Maria. So the first thing that came into my mind was your son. And it seems that at this moment, he's got a big grin on his face. And he's a teenager. Teenagers with big grins on their face, sometimes you want to find out what that grin's all about. And it may be a very good grin, but maybe you should find out what he's thinking about, what he's up to. And make sure he knows he's loved, and how much his puppy needs him and loves him. Okay, there's something going on there. Be subtle. Make his favorite food for him and sit down and have a little visit. Just find out what's going on.
Tanya 54 asks, will this small home cooking business that I started a few months ago be successful?
Yes. I got yes at will this. I got a very strong yes.
Yasmin Fox asks, hey, what is the message from my guides?
Okay, you know that song, Slow Down, You're Going Too Fast. You got to make the morning last. That's the message. You're going too fast. You're pushing too hard. Take time to be aware of what is around you. You've got to focus like that, and you need to step back and see a larger focus. And that will change some of the dynamics of where you're going or what you're headed to. Okay.
Lily Dulo asks, I have reported a legal case for which it's been 2 months and I have no news left in vain. What is the general energy that you pick up? Thank you.
At this moment, unfortunately, it feels like it's dead in the water. Doesn't mean it won't change and shift in the future. But right at this moment, nothing is happening. And I don't think there's anybody putting any effort into it at all. It seems like whomever was in charge of it got overwhelmed with a bunch of other jobs and hasn't got time for it.
Seven Ocean Skies asks, hey, any guidance for me today?
You know that song that goes, climb every mountain?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Let me Google it.
Okay. So I got a song and I see you climbing up a mountain. And the song was Climb Every Mountain, but I don't know it. So my daughter's going to give you the name, so that might give you more of an idea of what they're talking about. It's
So it's called Climb Every Mountain by Guy Sebastian.
okay. So Climb Every Mountain, Guy Sebastian. Google that, find and read what it says. That has a message for you that's very important at the moment.
Yeah, actually, it's a very nice message.
So go ahead and make you work for your message today. but it fits. It will fit you. I'm sure you'll find that it'll fit you.
Shanu asks, hello ladies, can I get guidance of if things will get better emotionally for you?
For whom?
Shanu.
For whom?
Will get better for me, sorry.
Shanu, yes, of course it will. These things are cyclic. They're always cyclic. They always go in cycles. And you will always have the option to allow yourself to get better. It stops when you hang on to the energy, and instead of letting the feelings go right through, you want to be the screen door. The wind comes and goes through and keeps on tracking. You don't want it to be the closed door where they get stuck and you have to deal with them. And some of the emotions you do have to deal with. That's a given. But you're dealing with a lot of emotions that are not yours, that you have not released, even though you finished with them. So when emotion comes to you, say simply, thank you. I no longer need you. You have helped make me who I am. You may please leave. And then see it move. See wings on it moving out. If it comes back, keep on doing that until there's nothing left but that which you actually need to deal with. And you're going through something that is known as the dark night of the soul. It can last a few hours, it can last a few weeks, and can last a few years. Holding on to the energy will help it stay longer. So just know that you do actually have the freedom to move this energy along faster.
Kefu Girl asks, hello ladies, am I going to start a job soon? I have nothing left to sell and have no idea how I'm going to survive. I lost my tourism business, so I can't do that anymore because COVID.
That sucks. I'm going to make a suggestion that sounds really awful. Go to a place where the homeless are living, or come in to be fed, a soup kitchen or something. Volunteer. From that volunteering position, things are going to open up for you. Your job, unfortunately, it's gone. I don't see you ever actually going back to it. I see you moving forward into something new and something that you're going to actually absolutely love. And if you're afraid of the homeless, I apologize. This is what I was given. Go find a place where you can volunteer, and things will start to move from there.
Krista Charlton asks, hello beautiful souls, please could I ask for guidance? Thank you. Krista Charlton.
It helps if I know what you want the guidance on, but we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, she doesn't specify.
Yeah. So basically, you get generic advice. You're holding on to the past. You're holding on to an old energy, thinking that it's the new forward. And it's time to let that go. It's time to let new energy come in, new ideas, new belief systems. It doesn't mean you have to change your job. It doesn't, any of that. It just means you have to change how you perceive things. Once you change how you perceive things, life will become a lot more, the word they give me is varied, more interesting, more varied. And it is almost like you open up and you go, oh, I've missed a lot. There's a lot of things happening I haven't seen. And because of that, I have more pathways. I have more ways of going forward than I actually realized I had. And that seems to be basically the message today is think outside the box. Don't narrow your vision. Though in times of crisis, we have a tendency to narrow your vision. This crisis, the world crisis, it is time to open your vision and think outside the box and do things. Look around you and see, for instance, the lady who started a home cooking business. She thought outside the box, and she looked at herself and said, what am I good at? And then and what can I do for my home? Because at that moment, that's the criterias. And she did it. It could be you can write letters for people. I'm not saying you need a job. I'm just saying look outside the box. Don't narrow your vision. Okay.
Aaron Liu adds, I've tried to help him, but he won't help himself.
You can't help him. You can't help anybody. The only way he can be helped is for him to hit rock bottom. Unfortunately, I've seen that happen over and over again. And the best you can do now is to look after who you are.
And she adds, thank you, Eliz-sha, for taking the time. I totally agree.
Yeah, it's tough. Really tough.
Miriam M. asks, hi, any messages from my guides? Thank you.
So your guides are very pleased with you. You've been working hard on things, and you've put in a great deal of effort. And things are not yet at the point of shifting, but very close. And when they do, hang on. It feels like a rock slide. Or, it's like one pebble will move and then a whole bunch of rocks just go whoosh. So just beware that that's when it happens. It's going to be fast. You want to make sure you're in a position to be able to deal with that situation. Okay? That fast movement. Otherwise, it could swish you away too. And being forewarned is forearmed.
Spirit Feather says, no, not again. Okay, I got this. Thank you.
You do, but that's your own fault because you work so hard at growing. I am going to suggest that you try to solidify a little longer. I think what you're doing, though, is you're trying to catch up to where you think you're supposed to be, and you're not supposed to be any place but where you are at this moment.
Doreen Doretto, or Doreen 888, asks, hello, ladies. Good to see you.
Hey,
How
Doreen.
are you? Can I get ask for a message? Thank you.
Well, I'm not going to give you a message because last time it cost you lots of money. But let's see what I can.
No more Tiffany lamps.
No more Tiffany lamps. Hang on, let me see. So your guides are laughing at the joke. They think that we're hilarious. And they kind of bend down and whisper in your ear, you don't have to spend any more money than they had for a while. They seem to be the thing that you're dealing with. They seem to think that it might have a resolution this summertime. Generally, they show me summer. I'm assuming it's this summer. It's not a good idea to assume things, but there will be a resolution, and assuming that it will be this summer. Good luck.
Vidya Maharaj asks, hi, ladies, asking for a message from my guides. Thank you always.
Okay, I apologize for what I'm about to say, but my guides are suggesting you lighten up a little bit. You're very serious, and you want, if I said my guides, I meant your guides. They're very serious, and you need to do a little more impromptu dancing in the kitchen sort of thing, and listening to music and just dancing to the music, and just lose yourself in the moment. Just lose yourself in being in that moment and enjoying yourself very much in that moment. I think you spend a lot of time thinking, and I think you're overthinking. And so the time you get answers is not when you're thinking, it's when you're not thinking. So dance. Have a glass of wine if you drink wine, and enjoy the moment. And then the answers will come to you. Okay?
Unknown asks, would Rod date me? Why don't you ask him?
You don't want to fall on your face, huh? Well, let's see what Rod's like first. He might date you. whether you want to enjoy that kind of company, I suspect you wouldn't. If he's just a cute little guy that you want to have fun with, yeah. But if you're wanting serious, you don't want broad. You want to keep going. You want to keep trucking on, because he's not going to be a serious kind of guy. Not long term.
Yasmin Moore asks, "Hi Eliz-sha, will I get the job I interviewed for?"
Not yet, hey? Okay. There is a job. It's coming very soon, I suspect by the end of February. This particular job, I don't think this particular job is a yes, but there's one that's very soon a yes. And it's, again, it's not going to be what you anticipate. It's going to be, I might as well apply for this job. It's not what I want, but I might as well apply. And it actually is going to be, after you settle into it and get to know it, it's actually going to be a decent job. You are going to get a job. Okay, good luck.
Lily Dulo says, "Yes, it feels the same for me. Thank you."
I'm really sorry about that, Lily.
Aqua Yazzie asks, hope you're both doing well. May I have a message from my ancestors / spirit guides. Thank you for sharing your gift with us."
Aqua.
Aqua Yazzie.
Seems to be a singing day.
When isn't it?
Yes, when isn't it? So what they gave me was a song. It's a great song. It's a song you sing in rounds. It's row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. I have no idea what that means, but this is what they gave me. I think what it means, and I guess I do have an idea what it means, is like most people, you've got caught in the intensity of the energy and you're not living life now. You're living life in intensity rather than just, hey, there's got to be a few minutes where I can just row my boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. So that's the rest of it. So the life is a dream. And if we think it's real and we live it like it's intense and it's real, you're going to lose a great deal of, you're not going to have what you need. I know that sounds really funny. You need to relax and just enjoy your life a little bit more. Okay? Life is but a dream. So you can redream it too, you know. All right.
Renee0740 asks, "Can you give me any guidance on my manifestations, please? And thank you. First time here. Welcome."
Oh, welcome. Manifestations. Yes. Go to Wisdom Seekers, Facebook. It's the one with the phoenix. Look up Elizabeth Myers. We do a lot of videos, and she can tell you so much more about manifestation than I can. She has a Facebook group called Dreams and Visions. You go to Dreams and Visions and join it and ask her. She is a soul shaman. She deals with manifestations. She's a A1 manifester. And I know this because she's manifested a few things for me, which have been highly successful. And basically, I go talk to her. But basically, manifestation is knowing absolutely 100%, 110% sure, knowing that this is what you're getting. She has a lot more knowledge than I do. And she's fabulous and she's hilarious. And she's on tonight on her Dreams and Visions talking about Amber. So if you're interested, go to Facebook, join Dreams and Visions. It has a cat on a photograph of a cat. Join Wisdom Seekers because we have so much information along those veins. It's just amazing what the information we have. You can ask Spirit Feather. You can.
Links are always in the description.
Yeah. Okay. That's my cue to move on. But do that. She's amazing.
Krista Charlton says thank you. Miriam M says thank you. Susan Hunt says thank you so much, ladies. Doreen 888 says I have no room and no money for more Tiffany. Wahaha. Thanks for the message. Aqua Yazzie says I sing random nursery song rhymes sometimes. Okay, makes sense. Thanks, love. And Renee says I will. Thank you. And as of right now,
we're done.
We are done.
And we're early.
We are early.
Which is great because I have to go get a blood test.
Yep.
So I'm going to say goodbye then. Namaste. Namasko.
Join us next Friday. We're always on Fridays between 11 and
12-ish.
Friday.
Yeah, that's basically that.
We don't really have a set time. Are you going to answer her next question?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Hi, B. Renee asks, are there any messages from anyone?
From anyone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi, B. Renee.
Almost. You have time to ask a question.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, same question answer that people have been getting all week, all day. Take time to spend time to be with you. And they showed me walking along the street, eating an ice cream cone, and just being sort of a throwback to childhood, throwback to a time of more innocence, throwback to less stress in your life. It now is the time not to overthink, and that's for everybody. The more you think, the less you're going to achieve, and that's the truth. The less you think, the more you're going to achieve. So spend some time just being you, just being the joyful you, living in the present moment.
And we can kill time until B asks her question. B Erla asks, yay!
Actually, you did miss us, but we're okay with that.
May I know how Jeff's doing?
Jeff is missing the hay out of you. Being a guy, he's kind of dug his feet into the ground, and he hasn't missed you enough yet to reach out and work things through a little bit more. He will. It is coming, or maybe he's already done that, and this is just the visual of what he's gone through. He's having trouble. He wants you to be there and in the physical, and you're not. You're there and in the internet. And I think some of the people tease him because they don't think you're real. But he's still thinking about you. He's still missing you. And I don't think he's doing well with the lockdowns. I think that's a lot of the problem. Most people are not doing well with the lockdowns anymore, and they're trying to extend them, etc., etc. So if you choose to reach out to him, do so lightly, no intensity, no, just something like a funny meme, Sanders meme or something like that. Just reach out gently, or send him some of your latest music that you've recorded. Say, hey, listen to this.
Or even just a short message of, hey, buddy, thinking of you.
Yeah, but nothing heavy, because I don't think he can handle heavy at the moment because his energy is quite heavy. So anything that would cause him to lighten up would probably make him feel better.
She says, we haven't been talking, but I hope he is doing fine. And yes, he has been having troubles because his business is so tied up in the tourism industry.
Okay, maybe suggest to him that he lock it down and he finds something else for the time being. If he can lock it down so that it's ready to pick up when he can. But I know this sounds really strange, but if he can get out and find a job, even digging ditches, it would make him feel better. So 2 more, and then I do have to go.
Okay. Renee says thank you. Mama B asks, what's coming up for me and Michael?
Energy hasn't shifted. I don't see it shifting till June, July, in the summertime.
And we will end with Amber R asking, how does M feel about me?
Intrigued, not sure, intrigued enough to actually go find out more. It's sort of like open-ended. It hasn't, no deep energy for the person at the moment.
All right.
And MP, no, it's not your soulmate. I'm sorry about that.
All right. Well, with that, we're going to
go again.
Call it.
Namaste. Namaste.
See you guys next week.
Yes. And remember, we've got some fun things happening on Wisdom Seekers. Not today, not till Monday. Oh, thanks, Aaron.
B.
Yeah. B. Yeah, I can't see. I've got cataracts.
This is why you have me.
I have cataracts forming, so I have to really stare to figure out. Okay, bye.